So today we're talking about Tesla India, hateful attacks to Tesla vehicles in Germany, the Giga Berlin expansion, the new Model 3 has been crowned in Australia as Drive Car of the Year, Tesla is trying to be more accurate on its driving range estimates. Also, Elon is talking about his goal of selling 20 million cars by 2030, and Elon being on his way to 25% of voting power. So welcome to my channel where I give you the latest Tesla news. Teslarati reported Tesla India might still get lowered import taxes. The Indian government is reportedly finalizing a new import tax policy that might encourage Tesla and other foreign electric automakers to invest in India. According to people familiar with the matter, the Indian government is thinking of offering lowered import taxes to freight electric vehicle EV manufacturers. The tax will be available to EV automakers for 2 to 3 years. India has a strict and specific rules on import vehicles. It has a 60% import duty on vehicles below $40,000 and a 100% rate, on cars above $40,000. So Tesla proposed to reduce import duties to 40% for its vehicles assembled outside India. No compromise has yet been reached on either side. There are too many angry people in this world, that's all I have to say. A group claims responsibility over multiple Tesla fires attacks in Germany. A group that claimed responsibility for a series of attacks that left several Tesla vehicles and chargers burned. A police investigation into the incidents is currently underway. Interestingly enough, a post claiming responsibility for the attacks was posted on the left-wing platform de.indiemedia.org. And you cannot make everyone happy, I guess. Tesla Giga Berlin proposed expansion divides residents but sees youth support. Tesla Berlin is already a prominent feature in Grünheide, a town of 9,000 people near Berlin, Germany. But even if the facility is already an expansion industrial complex, Giga Berlin is still nowhere near to complete. Tesla has every intention to expand the facility, but before the company is permitted to grow the plant, the project would have to be approved first. The expansion was rejected from citizens and may be disheartening, but Brandenburg Economics Minister Jörg Steinbach has noted that this could be an opportunity. During a community vote, 3,499 residents voted against the proposed expansion, while 1,882 residents voted in favor of the EV maker's plans. In a comment to the German press agency on Tuesday, Steinbach noted that the community vote highlighted the concerns of the Grünheide residents. The minister, however, noted that this rejection should become a motivation for Tesla and the residents to address concerns and find a middle ground. Brandenburg Governor Dietmar Woidke noted that Tesla's arrival in Grünheide has benefited the economy. Young people say they feel they are no longer living in a dead suburb. So I'm guessing with the amount of people living in a small town, the majority might be older and not very flexible. Just my thought, but since I'm from Germany, I know how stubborn Germans can be, just saying. Now, this one is nice. The upgraded Tesla Model 3 has been crowned as Drive Car of the Year, Best Urban EV under $65,000 in Australia. The publication cited the new Model 3's improvements in its ride and comfort, premium interior, and real-world energy efficiency as the main reason behind the electric sedan's accolade. Tesla's auto wipers are about to get an update to fix their subpar performance after owners have been complaining about the effectiveness of the feature for some time. Tesla's included the auto wiper feature on its vehicles, and it aims to eliminate the natural control of windshield wipers by using cameras and determine that wiper speed will remove the rain from the windshield at a proper rate. However, it's been less than effective for some time. Tesla is set to roll out a new update to the auto wipers that'll increase their effectiveness. Now, this is important. Tesla factors in important metrics for a more accurate driving range. Driving range is one of the most important factors in EV ownership, along with price and charging infrastructure. People who buy EVs want to know if their range ratings are suitable for the most common type of travel, whether it is daily commute to work or a lengthy road trip. Driving range is not only based on battery capacity and efficiency, but also can vary from driver to driver due to various factors like driving style, speed of travel, acceleration, temperature, and other things can affect on how many miles a car can travel on one charge. Now, one of the stable factors is battery age. The older a battery gets, the less life cycles it has and the less able it is to hold onto stored energy. Battery longevity is something that many researchers are attempting to combat, but it is unavoidable. It can only be slowed down. Also, another Tesla MegaPack project in Australia has broken ground, set to replace the former coal plant as part of a sustainable energy hub in Queensland. Construction has begun in Swan Bank, Queensland, as a part of a partnership on the Swan Bank Clean Energy Hub. So here we go. Tesla sold a record of 1,808,581 vehicles in 2023. This was a record-setting number for Tesla, but is still extremely far from target for the end of the decade, which calls for 20 million vehicles to be sold. For Tesla to achieve 20 million vehicles per year, the company would have to grow its sales by over 10 times. It's already record-setting numbers. Musk said on X that it'll be very hard to climb 10 times output. Doable, but it'll be immense amount of work. So here on Tuesday, I like Cathie Wood. She's just amazing. So Tuesday, Cathie Wood mentioned that she is always surprised at the pushback Elon Musk is getting. She also slammed the Delaware judge for ignoring shareholder votes on Elon Musk's compensation package.
Elon Musk increasing his ownership in Tesla to just over 20% from his last reported stake of 13% in May, getting him closer, much closer to his goal of owning a quarter of the company. While he's come under fire for wanting more control, Musk is getting support from ARK Invest CEO Cathie Wood. Here's what she told us last week.
Elon Musk is the inventor of our age, and he is also a Renaissance man. So I'm always surprised at the pushback he receives. And I do think that 25, he's not asking for any more economic interest. It's voting interest. And for many of our companies, we are supportive of super voting rights because we know the visionary leaders, we go through periods of volatility and they just need to be able to execute upon their vision, not be thrown off by boards of directors who are listening to short-term oriented shareholders and swayed by them.
The interesting thing about financial media working against Elon Musk, we noticed that there's always questions about Elon's state of mind. And of course, there has to be some sort of input about X and Elon allowing free speech on the platform anyway. Elon Musk's pay package was determined on performance and he delivered. So let's continue.
Former Tesla board member, former state controller of California, and now founder and managing partner of the Wesley Group, Steve Wesley. Steve, it is good to have you on the show. And maybe I'll just start, Steve, with what you just heard Cathie Wood say. She's describing Elon Musk, Steve, as a Renaissance man, inventor of our age. What do you think, Steve? You agree with that? Is that a fair description in your opinion?
Well, look, there's no doubt he's built one of the transformational companies of the age, and he's done it twice with SpaceX. But there still needs to be appropriate board governance. What's interesting to me is Tesla's just had this extraordinary year. I call it the tale of two cities, where they produced $97 billion in revenue in 2023. They sold 1.8 million cars. That's more EVs than anybody, including BYD last year. They dominate the U.S. market, 55% market share, more than everybody else combined, but growth slowing. And everybody can see it. And they need to figure out how quickly they can get to the next growth curve. Right now, it looks like they need that $25,000 car up and out into the market as soon as possible. That's going to be Elon Musk's best big test. We'll see whether he can meet it. I think Tesla and Elon need to focus on one thing and only one thing. I think 2024 is going to be rough. They need to scramble to find the next growth wave. $25,000 car, at least 18 months out. That may be a game changer, might get them back to 30 or 40% growth. What are you going to do in the next 18 months? And I think they got 3 shots on goal. They've got the self-driving vehicle with robo-taxis, probably still 3 to 5 years out. They've got an energy division, which most people don't even think about, and that is doing $6 billion last year, on the way to maybe $8 or $9 billion this year, going 50%. That could be a $20 billion division. And then they've got the global charging network, because everybody has basically thrown up the white flag, if you will, signed a deal with Tesla to be able to use their global charging network. They've got to make one of these 3 things work to get the growth cycle back. That's what Elon should be evaluated on. That's what the board should be setting his comp on. In my opinion, it always needs to be performance-based.
Elon Musk owns 13% of Tesla stock, 20% if including options. He is the biggest shareholder. Now, why would he want more power, you might ask? Well, see, big investment firms can buy off large amounts of stock, and suddenly you don't own that company anymore. Berkshire or Vanguard or whoever, you know what I mean, does. So they can come in and determine what you can do and what you can say. Elon doesn't do this to be greedy. He does it because he wants to protect shareholders and he wants to protect his company. So also there is a ton of new projects on the horizon with Elon and his goal of artificial intelligence. I have a feeling that something is coming soon, and that's why Elon is trying to get this done now. Dan Ives, I believe, is thinking similar, since he was mentioning that the Tesla board needs to come out with a new compensation plan and it needs to be done soon. As Dan Ives said, Musk is Tesla and Tesla is Musk. He also said we need to make sure that AI will remain under the Tesla hood. So far, Tesla is the 11th most valuable company on the planet, with a market cap of $621 billion. Also, I have to say, I don't think there'll be so much more slowing down demand of electric vehicle sales. It seems that if EVs are priced similar to combustion engine cars, chances are that if you buy a new car, it's more likely going to be an electric vehicle. What do you think? You can leave your comment down below.
SpaceX wants to convert its business incorporation to Texas from Delaware. Wants to do the same thing with Tesla. Does that move make sense to you, Steve?
I have no comment on whether they should be in Delaware or Texas. They should be focused on one thing: moving faster, getting new product into the market that is lower cost, that can compete with BID, which is clearly far and away, full stop, their number one competitor. All the legal issues, the tax issues, the control issues. But generally speaking, you want to be focused on making a great product at a lower price and doing it faster than anybody else. Every minute you waste on other stuff, I think, is suboptimal. They've got their work cut out for them, and the Chinese are coming, and they're coming quickly.
Now, this is just my opinion. I think Elon is trying to keep his optimism down this time, since this is obviously influencing Wall Street's expectations. Tesla has had great earnings, but it didn't meet with Wall Street expectations. That's why the stock took a dump. That's why it's down. It's not earnings itself. And of course, the financial media was milking it, but that has more to do with views than with anything else. The media will get more views with negative news, and they know it. It's simply how our brain works, and it's a survival mode. Hey, did you hear that Elon Musk was nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize? A Norwegian lawmaker reportedly cited Musk's effort to promote free speech as well as Starlink's role in helping Ukraine. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And my name is Claudia. If you want to know what's going on with Tesla during the month of February, you can watch this next. So thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.